Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to part three. To be honest with you, I almost didn't do a part three because I don't know. You can see it been raining non-stop on the past few days, and I just desperately need to get this van done because the old one I already got a buyer for it, and that guy is ready to go. He loved my setup. Pretty much, I'm gonna be taking everything out from this one, all the shelf and all that. And I already told him that he's gonna get the van with the stereo and and all the electronics and all that stuff, but no seats and the wood floor. And he loves it because for what he needed, he said that's perfect. Like I said, that's a 3/4 inch. You can see how thick that is. 3/4 inch plywood. So he said that's perfect for what he want to do, because he can just screw anything to the bottom and do like tie downs like every 2 feet or whatever, and he can tie down anything that he can put in there. Anyway, but because of that reason, I was trying to rush. Like right now that it stopped raining just for I don't know, it hasn't been raining for the past hour or so. So I came over here, I ordered more straps. I was able to find these ones. Let me show it to you, because actually these, I wasn't so convinced about them. They're also stainless. They were a lot cheaper than the ones that I had. And you can see the difference between these two. Well, actually you can't see all that well, but these ones are a little thicker than what these new ones, these little ones are. But these, by being not as thick and more flexible, they are so fucking tight. I mean, this thing is not moving, not even a quarter of an inch, nothing at all. Anyway, so like I explained on my last video, all I'm doing is, at this point, I got extra straps. I tie down everything just like I show you over here, like that. I hit it with the drill, make everything nice and tight like that. I don't know, you can see it, but the whole van is moving, but that thing is not moving. And just, it's gonna be a lot longer than what it's supposed to be. So just cut it right there and just do that with all the boards, like I showed you on my previous video. And now, like I said, I almost forgot to make this video. I am at the point of being ready to just put a big piece of plywood and bolt it down. I got my screws over here. I'm using this kind of screws. I don't know if it's gonna show over there, but let me show you what kind I'm using. This is a 1 1/4 inch screws, but the kind I'm using is the one that comes with a star on the top, because I use this kind instead of the Phillips head screwdriver one, because you are able to like screw this all the way down. So this one actually is going to be flush with the top of the or the wood, and whenever you slide on something or maybe you climbing in there, you're not going to be click like a getting anything stuck or hitting anything. Also, because of the shape, that even if water, oil, or whatever gets in there, that's going to be less likely to rust as well. So I just prefer this, these screws. You can see they are exterior deck screws. That's what they call. They come in a little box. I bought it by the pound. Actually, this is the same kind that I use for that van, but I still have plenty of leftovers, and this should be enough for what I'm doing right now. And also, when I'm bolting everything on that one, I'm gonna end up with more screws. Anyway, let me go ahead, lay this down, and I mean, the rest of this is very self-explanatory. I'm just gonna come back and show you the final product. Alright, I'm back. As I said, this was pretty standard procedure. All I had to do is just bolt everything down. You can see how everything looks now. I'm gonna show you how it looks from the back in a minute. I just want to show this real quick, because this is particular for my van. You remember how I showed you in the last video how I did these, so this wasn't going to be sitting on the air. Well, it turned out that on this angle right here, there's about, what is it, like 1/4 of an inch, maybe 1/2 an inch of a gap. So if I was using these little screws that are only 1.25 inches, that I was using everywhere else, they were not gonna reach. It was not gonna go through the board and then bolt into the bottom one. So I had to go and get these, this is the standard that everybody uses, drywall screws, but these are 2 inches long, and that's what I use. But I only use it on this line over here, as you can see, all the way across. For the rest of it, I was using the bolts that I was telling you. As you can see, it's right on the angle that I wanted to be. Already sat on the front seat, so I sat on the driver's seat. That is my driving position over there. Same thing for the front one, so I can have an idea what it looks like. on the last video, this is the gap that I was telling you. Oh my god, let's see if I can get, there you go. That's the bolt that I have to access my spare tire. So that's the last modification that I did before, you know, the last video ended. And now if I can show you from the back, you're gonna have a good idea of how much room ended up being in this van. I mean, it's a ton of room. Even, you know, tiny little gaps on the side. I still have pretty good access to the to my tools, to get to my spare tire and everything. And as I said, this is rock solid. This thing is not going anywhere. It's not budging. So right now I'm just gonna move everything out of that van into this one. This is gonna be part 3, and I don't think I'm gonna be doing a part 4, because once you get to this level, whatever you do is up to you. Like for example, in my case, I ended up making these shelf. I made it myself because I wanted a very specific size, but you can just go ahead and go online, and if you want to buy it already made, they sell shelves for like little vans, for small vans, like what do you call that, the Ford Transit Connect, the Dodge, no it's not Dodge, what do you call it, Ram, Roadmaster City, Nissan MV200, and different brands, you know, brands like that. Well, I have a mess because this is another project that I started yesterday. Since it was raining, I couldn't do anything else, so I just started. But yeah, what I'm gonna be doing, just transfer all of these to that van. So I might do like a little short video, like a walk around on the van once everything has been transferred. But at this point, for most people, this is going to be the point when I'm going to tell you how to do things, because after this, I don't know what you're going to be doing. I don't know, you're going to be having a landscaping company. In that case, all you do is just put little D-rings on the bottom like I did over here. I can show you. Oh my god, I do have a mess in here. The bore is big enough, so all you have to do is get those little D-rings and just bolt them down. So you're gonna have tie downs, like I said, if you're doing landscaping, you have a house cleaning company, you just, you know, put whatever equipment you have over here and you tie it to the floor and you're good to go. If you have a window cleaning company, or if you have, I don't know, whatever company, but this is pretty much gonna give you a clean area that you can work with. What's the word I'm looking for? A clean canvas. So you can paint it and you can do whatever you want. So thank you guys very much for everything. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Hey, I said I wasn't gonna show anything after that point, but this turned out to be really cool, and such a good angle for this application, for a Toyota Sienna application, that I needed to show it. As you can see, I already removed the big toolbox out of that one, and I mounted over here. And I really thought I was gonna have to make a hole in there for the spare tire bolt that I was telling you about, but because I did this extra space and this van is a little wider, all I have to do is move this whole box maybe 1.5 inches farther back that I would want it to, and it turned out. That's my power inverter right there. I need to hook it up. That's something I'm gonna show later. And as you can see, my access point, let me close this so you can see how much space I have. My access point for the spare tire ended up being completely clear. So I don't have to do anything else. And that way I'm gonna have extra space on the front seats for reclining, or maybe move slightly the seats a little farther back. Yeah, I'm gonna end up with a little less space on the back, but it doesn't matter, because by that access hole, that's going to be really helpful. And also behind the seat, you can see how much space I have. Obviously this is slide all the way forward, but it's going to come up to here, so all this space still going to be accessible. And as you can see on the other side, let me show you, since I push this box a little farther that way, now I ended up with all the space over here that I can mount. I already thinking about probably, sitting my compressor, my air compressor in there. And I have a lot of space over here for my, floor jacks and whatever else I need to do, just like I did on that other van. So, but I'm really happy the way that, spare tire access hole ended up. So I just wanted to share that real quick.